RealAgriculture.com's coverage of Crop Week in Saskatoon is brought to you by FarmLink Marketing Solutions, BioVision Seed Labs, the Canadian Wheat Board, and High Stick MT. We're here today on RealAgriculture.com with Troy Laforge from GreenKey Solutions based out of Swift Current. Welcome today, Troy. Troy, today you gave a presentation talking about the importance of crop rotation in lentils. Obviously with canola and lentils being pretty profitable crops right now, guys are really pushing the rotations. What are some of your thoughts on that?
Well, I think any of the crops that we tend to push in rotation over time, it tends to be that we end up losing the real potential of that crop. And so with lentils, it's probably just as important that we manage that crop from a disease perspective, a weed perspective, insects. The harder we push that crop, the more inputs we have to put into it. And so by keeping it in its proper place in rotation, we really preserve its ability to produce income on the farm. As we push the rotation, we minimize its ability to produce income on the farm.
Right. So, you know, it's easier said than done, right? We got a lot of people trying maybe lentils on lentils, you know, lentil canola. Do you have any data you can share in terms of the yield loss that we could see or are seeing in with some of your customers' fields?
I would say you could probably find on average 3 to 5 bushel yield advantage on lentils, where guys are stretching it from the extreme example of every second year where they're doing a cereal lentil rotation to where they maybe grow lentils every 6th year, and you'd see about a 3 to 5 bushel yield increase on that lentil crop.
Yeah. But most guys could never afford, especially in your area, they could never afford to maybe grow lentils every 6 years.
I disagree with that, actually.
Yeah? Okay.
What we've been finding is by improving the cropping system, utilizing some of the winter cereals, utilizing some of the oilseeds that fit our area, actually we can produce a lot of profit out of those crops by putting them in the proper place in the rotation. If you put them in the wrong place, i.e. cropping them too often, that's where we actually end up having profitable problems. Okay? So by improving the entire cropping system, we improve organic matter in the soil. That improves water holding capacity. Improve water holding capacity, obviously you have more ability to produce yield on all your crops. So when we push rotations, we can actually limit the amount of organic matter build in the system. When we do a good job rotating crops, we can improve the organic matter build.
So do you have an ideal rotation for lentils?
I don't know as if I have an ideal. It is very customer specific. People have different cash flow requirements. People have different
from an agronomic standpoint. What's your ideal? Like just from an agronomic standpoint. From
an agronomic standpoint, I like seeing lentils probably at a maximum 1 in 4 years.
1 in 4. Okay.
And that's where I tend to see the optimization of profit.
So what's around that crop? So it's lentils, wheat.
Yeah. So a couple of examples would be a cereal, peas, lentils. That would be part of my rotation. Another one would be going with a cereal pea, cereal lentil, cereal oilseed cereal lentil. Those would be some of the examples. When we push that rotation, over time, we just watch the ability to really reap the benefits of it. It just dissipates, and that happens every time with every crop we push.
Short-term gain, long-term pain, I guess.
Exactly. Canola growers are experiencing it with clubroot. We are going to experience it with things like fusarium root rot in the lentils. We'll see it in terms of ascochyta breakdown, ascochyta disease resistance breakdown, Staphylium blight, and anthracnose. Something will get us. It always does.
Troy, thanks a lot, and good luck with the rest of the show.